Alright, so here's the 2 door keys in the basement key. Alright.
You guys only have 1 key each?
Yep, 1 key each. Okay. We cleaned the entire apartment today.
I know that's right.
Cabinet, corner.
I've never even opened the doors. I have no idea how it works. I'm gonna change the locks.
There's been like, things with a little bit of wear and stuff. It doesn't like to open.
So my intention is, I appreciate you guys cleaning it, and what I tell people in my other places is I want it clean to the point of how you got it, basically. So I appreciate you guys cleaning it.
Me and my mom originally cleaned it for Chuck. So, I mean, we cleaned it pretty good and we tried to get it as good as possible
Are you
now.
recording this?
It's a walkthrough. And
You are, yes, you're recording
yes,
this?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna redo this side as well, so, the cleaning it was appreciated but not fully necessary. So, the other thing I'm gonna say is I haven't been in here, I was in here like 2 or 3 times whenever I came in here to work on anything. So I don't know what the place looked like going in. So that being said, I'm not about to start walking through and nitpicking and saying, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. I don't know what it was. So this should be very easy. I mean, I trusted you guys have cleaned everything, I trusted you guys have everything out of there.
We don't try to bust up anything. There's been a lot of issues with like the paint wasn't painted before we even got here. It's old, a lot of moisture problems with the windows. But we basically did the best we could with, as things are kind of happening here.
Yep, I appreciate that.
I realized I forgot the.
Yeah, I'm trying to see, I can't on my glasses on, I can't see without them like this. So, you guys haven't been staying here for a couple weeks, right? It seems like?
We've been here back in, I mean, he has school here, so we've been here every day and we hang out here.
I just wonder why the lights were on the entire time. But that's neither here nor there. Let's take a look at the window in the front. And so I know with all the plants that you guys have, I gotta believe with the heat running all the time in the winter, because I know this place is poorly insulated and whatnot, it's probably really dry.
It was really dry in the air, but the windows had, because they're not sealed, they let water right in, basically.
Yeah, so there was
and that's why, like,
with that.
and it froze to the windows, it froze to the curtains, it messed up the curtains. There's cracks in all the paint and stuff.
Yeah, so getting back to what I was saying, it's super dry. Did you run like a humidifier or anything like that?
No,
You
we
didn't
didn't
miss
really
the
have
plants
that.
or anything like that?
No, we just watered.
Honestly, most of my plants are, they're not rainforest plants.
Okay.
So,
on a hot summer day, take a glass of iced tea, lemonade, whatever, outside. With that glass being cold, you get condensation on the glass,
Yeah.
right? That's the moisture in the air that's collecting on that cold glass. So, as you can imagine in the wintertime, when you have very cold glass and you have moisture in the air on the inside, it's going to condensate on the glass.
Yes.
So,
That is a normal thing
Yep.
for
So-
windows, but
when I walked by all the time and saw a room full of plants and a window that was literally soaking and the sill was soaked, that's an environmental issue on the inside. And
that we
that's-
tried our
that's-
best to take care of, and
Okay.
we told you that nothing was sealed. If you notice, the windows are not sealed at all. They let water right in. The water would literally come right in through here.
Does the water
and down
come
on
in the
here.
windows or is it
Yes, the
that's-
water came in the windows. It would be a big frozen block on the windows too, which would eventually
We had to
de-thaw
clear the ice off.
and get onto the
So
carpet.
there's ice on the inside. I
Yes.
believe that, absolutely.
Absolutely.
What I don't necessarily believe, especially in the wintertime, that there's water coming in.
Yeah, there's water coming in because of the condensation, the water melting from the snow,
yeah.
running down.
You could
There-
see it would be right there at the frame, and then it would come out.
It would come right through here, that window. As a matter of fact, there's still a bunch of nastiness on the window over there.
There's a draft coming through.
Oh, the windows are old and terrible.
Yeah.
But we didn't do anything extra for moisture in here. Honestly,
We
my
did.
skin would have loved it if I did.
We
As that
wiped
moisture
everything
came
with
in,
towels.
We're in Michigan. It's more humid outside no matter what, unless you have everything wide open. And I imagine that froze as it came in here.
Our plants didn't even touch the windows.
Yes.
Oh, I know. I'm sure. I know they did. Okay, we're gonna agree to disagree on the condensation. I think the condensation was an issue on the inside. What was disappointing to me is that the first time I heard about curtains being ruined and water coming in and paint peeling and issues with the windows, the first time I heard of them was when Kevin Staton from the city of Kalamazoo told me that you had called him to complain about these horrific living conditions.
This is not the first time we told you about the windows, the paint, or anything. And we've definitely sent you messages about all the stuff happening with the walls and everything like that, and the bad conditions. You've been in here. You've seen the walls. We pointed to them when you came in to look at the
walls that
bathroom.
were cracked when the stuff came out. Like
The walls, the kitchen, how the paint's completely cracking here.
Okay.
The complete conditions of the wall you've seen and have decided to do no work on.
Did you need work done on it?
Yes.
Yes. You requested work to be done and that I refused.
You saw this and said the place is old and walked right out, knowing that this needed work.
What kind of work do you think it would have been?
Fixing it.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. I have an email or a text thread with Josh when he showed me about the one in the room, and I believe it says something exactly like, I'm okay if you're okay.
There's nothing we can do about it. If you needed to come in and look at it, come in and look at it. We knew you weren't going to work on it because you haven't worked on anything else.
Well,
You worked on everything.
I'm a slumlord. In your words, I'm a slumlord.
I'm not here to litigate this. If you have any official things to send to us, that's fine.
In
We're
your
here.
words,
We're not here to argue, go back and forth. We're here to do a walkthrough. We're here to talk about what needs to do, and then if we need to.
You made a complaint to the city, and
I
I'm
didn't
going to
make it.
address those items.
You're going to address the items on the very last day as we're doing a walkthrough, instead of addressing them when we sent you messages. When we
You never asked for anything to be. You know what you forgot to mention though when you talked to the city. I'm glad you're recording this. This is going to be good.
Isn't
I'm
this
glad-
ridiculous?
What
This
I'm-
is
what
dude.
you
As a
for-
matter of fact,
what
this
you
is
forgot-
harassment
what you forgot
right now.
To mention,
This
what
is
you forgot to
harassment right
mention
now.
Was how long I took to take care of the range.
Yeah, the stove.
you forgot-
Awesome.
you
You
forgot-
took care of the
you
stove,
forgot-
but you did not take care of anything else. We're talking about the stuff you did not take care of. Now, I do not want to go back and forth like this. If you continue, this will be harassment. Just like when you
Harassment.
screamed at us before, just like when you yelled and intimidated us, and when you screamed about your substance abuse issues and everything else. This is harassment.
About that.
Yes, you did.
I screamed about
You
that.
did. You screamed
I
at us.
screamed
You
about
screamed.
my substance abuse
You did.
issues.
You did.
Josh, do you believe that?
I remember it. It was the
Do
first.
you remember me?
It was the
screaming
first
about
time-
my
the
substance
first time you
abuse?
screamed at
walked
us,
to
yes.
Off the back porch. I mentioned that I personally, someone who suffers from bipolar and had depression, had some issues trying to get a hold of you during the time when I was having issues myself with communicating, and it just kind of came out at that
Out of
point.
nowhere.
But I screamed at you about.
Yes,
my
you
substance
screamed at
abuse?
us plenty of
I'm
times.
talking to Josh.
I don't
Yelled
care.
at
I can
us.
talk.
The word for word
I don't have-
was, I used to have substance abuse issues. Like you yelled it.
And this was after you were screaming and intimidating us, trying to yell at us to get us to leave. And then you did it not too long ago, again.
What did I do?
You screamed at us again for no reason. You could have given us a 30-day notice anytime you needed to. Instead,
I gave you 13 months. I gave
here we
you
go.
13
But you
months,
could have
guys.
gave us a 30-day notice at any point. Instead, you decided to come out and yell and intimidate us and scream at us after spending more than a year working on everything around here except for anything in here, trying to make so much noise we left.
It's because it's your apartment.
Yeah, trying to make so much noise we left. I mean,
If I wanted to
common.
I would have just said.
You eventually gave us a 30-day notice like you were supposed to. Yes.
Oh, okay, like I was supposed to.
Yes, that is what's supposed to. You're not supposed to come out and yell and intimidate at us and harass
Why
us.
are the complaints coming when you're moving out?
Because we knew you would retaliate. The complaints aren't coming exactly when we were moving out. We decided to record and take a lot of evidence so that we can send these complaints to people so that I have evidence in case.
Retaliating? How
Yes.
What
It's pretty obvious you would retaliate at this point.
Retaliate with what?
Our security deposit.
Absolutely not. I have no reason to do that. As long as
Okay,
everything's
then can we
taken
please
care of,
continue
why
the
would we have
walkthrough?
an issue with that? How about, can you show me where the holes are that I drilled in the walls so that I could spy on you?
Oh, you can have the inspector do that when he does his inspection.
Actually, there are permits pulled for all this, and everything is.
And one of them was
registered
expired.
in city, and everything is.
And you
city
were working
certified.
before the
You know
permits.
that, right? You know that everything is city certified here.
Yes,
You understand
I
that?
know up to a point. You were working
Either
before
way-
it was city certified. Then you got your permits and your building permit expired. You came here, did some
Building
building.
permit is
Either
expired.
way.
It was expired. I saw
Not
it.
expired,
We
John.
don't-
It said it was.
not
Yeah,
expired,
this
John.
is it. We don't need to litigate this.
I
We
was
can
gonna say,
continue
you're
our.
better? You're better?
Yes, we can continue our walkthrough at
We can
any
continue
point.
this walkthrough
And
and
I
finish
just
it.
want to say one last thing. If this continues, please call the police because this is harassment.
Man, that's all I'm gonna say. This
You
is
can
bad.
say
You're
whatever you
standing
want,
here
but
filming this.
can we please do
This
the
is bad.
walkthrough?
Show me where the holes are where I was spying on you.
We
please.
when we get there, we'll
If
get
you're gonna
there.
make accusations like that,
I
if
have
you're going to make accusations like that, show me. The
I have
proof.
pictures. I have sent the pictures to the inspector, and I've called the police and made a police report.
Okay.
Yes,
Why have I heard anything about this?
because the inspector said he will come here and have you fill them. I don't think he was able to do it in time, but I will show you them as soon as we get to them.
Okay.
And why would I come to you with your own peepholes?
Why do you think I would make peepholes to spy?
I don't know, because you're out of our windows till 10 o'clock at night almost every night. Your kid was on our back porch looking through our window, then ran over to you. So why are you spying on us?
I was over here to see why so many lights were on. If that's the day you were talking.
No.
Yeah, the day I knocked on the door?
No.
Yeah, I knocked on the door to see why there were so many lights on if no one was here. I pounded on the door.
No,
and
this
one
was a
answered.
while ago. We were fully living here. I know you're trying to act like this isn't our place to inhabit now.
Either way, I think I just want this whole business over. Let's.
If he
just
wants to continue,
find a
call
way
the
to
police,
continue
please.
Sure. I'll follow you, Jess. Where are we headed next?
Well, this was you looking through things.
Okay. Everything looks fine to me. Everything looks fine to me.
All right.
So your security deposit is, I believe, $915.
That sounds right.
$915.
Yes.
Are we gonna take days off for this month's rent?
Yeah, 3 days.
3 days.
3 days rent?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys weren't really here. That's not a big deal. How about I just write you a $915 check right now? Would that be good?
As long as the cash is.
As long as, did that imply that I'm gonna write
No,
you a bad
I'm just
check?
saying that's what I say about any
Seriously.
check. That's all I'll say about any check.
As long
As long as I
cash
get
is-
money anyway, it's fine for the security deposit. It's
I'm
fine.
gonna write the whole check to you if that's okay, Josh. Is that fine, or would you guys like me to write 2 checks? I want to be convenient for you, Tim, because
Okay.
you've clearly been hardship living here.
Yeah,
Clearly,
clearly.
yeah.
I have.
So I want to make it whichever is most convenient for you two. I can write 1 check, or I can write 2 checks.
I just don't want any funny business with the security deposit.
I
Here
guess
we go again. I'm offering you the full.
That's right.
The full. check
Why are you
back.
talking to me if you
Yes.
want to cash
you
it to
can write
him?
the check out to me. That
You
is
want the
fine.
whole thing to you? Sure. Hold tight, guys. I'll be
We
right
will.
back.
He knows he has no legal basis, so he had to pull this. And now we get our full security deposit because we
It's like
deserve
I told
it.
you, this is his last time to clown around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving it to him.
Yeah, and I'll take his ass to court for harassment. I got everything I need. He's clearly trying to intimidate and harass us.
It's so hard to stand up honestly against this because it's triggering like every run.
Yeah, you grew
response.
up with an abusive father that yelled at you, and this triggers that. Because that's basically, he's being abusive and yelling at us for no reason. If he had anything legal he needed to do, he could give us writing, he could do anything.
Yeah, and this is why I just want this business concluded, so I can finally relax and be done with all this damn stress. Because it's more than what a person should have to deal with. You want to wait outside?
I guess so. I'm tired of being in here.
Same here. I'm gonna sit for a second. Feel a little shaky.
There's something to drink in the car.
Yeah, I know.
And if he comes up being harassing again, like I said, call the police. We don't need to deal with that. He's trying to say our plants put moisture. Yeah.
I mean, 90% of my plants are succulents. They live in an arid environment. You water them once a month. And
How does that explain the kitchen or the bathroom or any other place where there are no plants at all?
Even discounting a bath, there's just too much everywhere.
There's nothing he tried, but he knew in the end.
Either way, let's just get this check and be done with it.
And then I call lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
So did he send his kid here to look again? He just admitted.
He said he came to the back door.
So he came and peeped in.
He said he knocked on the door and stuff, so
I doubt.
hard to
Sit over here.
I'm gonna try my hardest not to have the freak out.
Let's take a look at the holes I drilled to spy on you guys.
Okay, do you have the check?
I do.
So is that a precondition to getting the check? Because I wanted to get the check and go, and he could see the holes from the inspector, if possible.
I just want to
It
be
won't
done with
hurt,
this.
Josh, I promise. It won't be scary, I promise.
Creepy. And we know the bathroom grate was taken out of Unit 3 too.
There? Oh yeah, where the chimney came out. Yeah, I actually took the chimney out. What I'm doing in the apartments is I'm actually going through and I'm redoing them.
I don't need it.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Well, I'm sorry if you felt like I was spying on you for that. Let me assure you, with all sincerity, there was no way I would ever want or need to spy on you, and I never spied on you.
Well, just to be sure and official on the video, the bathroom grate was removed for Unit 3 and so that it could be seen from that apartment too.
What could be seen in that apartment?
Into his bathroom from this apartment over there.
You can see in his bathroom from this apartment?
Yeah, when the vent was removed from the grate.
What's that?
We were told that.
You were told that?
By him. He does say he doesn't want to be involved. He just threw a shirt over it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He honestly said that he doesn't want to have any dealings, but he did talk to me about it.
Okay. Yeah. So you couldn't see anything from there.
It doesn't affect you. What was going on apparently.
No, it affects me because it's pretty similar to these peepholes.
No, I don't think anything that goes to the upstairs apartment.
If you can
affects
see
you.
into his bathroom, it affects. If you're peeping on multiple people, it affects. Yeah.
I'm peeping. You're accusing me of peeping.
If that's what's
Are you
happening.
accusing me of peeping?
If there's evidence toward it, I want that evidence.
Are you accusing me of peeping?
I want to find the evidence of peeping because those look like peepholes.
Those look like peepholes?
Yes.
Into a closet. Am I peeping into
Those aren't closets. Those peep out right to here. We figured out where they peep out. I can stand right where we change.
Are you accusing me of peeping?
I want to find what evidence I can to show that there's peeping, if there is. And that's all I'm doing, because those look like peepholes to me.
Are you accusing me of peeping on you? I've asked the
I
same
have seen
question a
you.
few
I have
times.
seen you peeping through the window at us. I've seen your kid peeping through this
through the
window.
window?
Yes, I've seen your kid.
Like looking in the window?
Yes,
Like
looking, and then I've seen your kid like this through this window up here, and you're in our windows till 10 o'clock at night. So it kind of seems like maybe you're trying to invade our privacy.
Windows? What do you mean I'm in your windows?
You're in our windows doing stuff around here to 10 o'clock at night.
Am I not allowed to do stuff around here?
Yeah, probably not till 10 o'clock at night. That's pretty late for it. And I've talked to multiple people. They said that's an outrageous time.
Like what kind of things was I doing at 10 o'clock at night?
Standing outside our windows.
That's outrageous to stand outside a window and like do yard work at 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah,
That's outrageous?
pretty outrageous. Yeah,
Like what
it
makes
is.
it outrageous?
It's an invasion of your tenant's privacy.
Being outside?
Being right outside their window till 10 o'clock at night, yes.
Like looking in the window? Or
Yes,
like
looking in the window
yard?
too. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Robert's actually moving to a different apartment.
Whatever he's doing,
I don't know
that's
if you guys
fine.
knew that. He's okay.
Whatever he's doing, that's fine.
Josh, you are fine. I feel horrible for you that you got to deal with this on a daily basis.
No,
It's got to be
right.
exhausting. It's got to be exhausting. You guys got till midnight tonight. If you want to come back out, hang out, do whatever you want.
Oh no, I think you've seen enough of us.
But I can
Through the
tell you that
peepholes.
after that, Tim, you are no longer welcome here.
I don't want to be here. I mean, I'll walk through here all I want, honestly.
you
Yeah.
can. This is America. You can do whatever you want.
Yep. You're no longer welcome anywhere near me. I think you're creepy.
it's a
I think you're creepy. You drill peepholes in our wall, and I'm done. Yes.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Josh,
I'm done.
It's sad, man. It really is. It's sad.
You know, you try and say I'm sad, but we've noticed how you are, and we've talked about it plenty. His name for you is Brent Kavanaugh. No one's crying but you. You about cried in there when you had to give us our security deposit. Got any more? Yeah, any last words?
Josh wants you to go.
He said say a last word.
He says he wants you to go.
He said make sure to get the last word.
He says he wants you to go.
No, he whispered make sure to get the last word. Thanks. No more harassment from you. No more screaming about your substance issues. No more holes in our wall. This is awesome.